Hello and welcome. Today I wanted to do a brief introduction and brief discussion of some of the accessories that are available on the market today if you're looking into a Darth Nihilus cosplay. Now, Darth Nihilus is one of my primary costumes, so I've posted a lot of videos and pictures of myself wearing Darth Nihilus costumes. Mostly my parts for the costume are made by Wicked Armor, and I did a review of those along with a discussion. Today I wanted to focus on the accessories. So here in front of me I have 3 sabers and 2 masks. These 3 sabers are all from different saber makers, and they are the 3 sabers that are currently in the market right now in terms of Darth Nihilus designs. Every so often you can find a custom smith who's got one that's a limited run, but these are out and about a little bit more so I wanted to talk about those. And then over here I have 2 different styles of masks, so I wanted to discuss the difference between those 2 as well. But let's go ahead and start with the sabers. So, first saber that we have right here is the Unicron saber from Poxstore. Now I did a review on this. The Unicron saber is a 3-part saber. The emitter unscrews, the pommel unscrews, and then this is all one part. So this knob on the Darth Nihilus saber right here is all structured into the main hilt design. I've added a leather wrap to this, but underneath this leather, it's got that sort of spiral unicorn horn design that the Darth Nihilus sabers have. So, the pluses of the Unicron, it is probably my favorite of the 3 designs, simply because it is actually the most ergonomic saber that I've ever used because of this knob right here. It actually fits your hand, and it's really comfortable to grip and very easy to use. The minuses on this thing is that this thing is incredibly slim. So a lot of the electronics installs are not going to work with this. Some of the smaller boards, you can make a chassis specifically to fit this, but you're going to need a custom install, or you're going to need a stunt plug and play, which is what I have in this right now, which means that it doesn't make sound, it just lights up. Alright, but very nice saber, reasonably long, easy to use, and straight out of the Knights of the Old Republic canon. Alright, right here is the new kid on the block. This is the Nihilist saber from Saberforge. Now, Saberforge is a relatively major maker, and this saber took quite a while to run or to come out. But you notice a lot of the same design elements as the Poxstore saber. We've got the bumpy knob here. We've got the tapered end. This one is super shiny. You can get this in super shiny as well, but this is a high polished saber just by default. So you see what they've done with the design is they've taken this one, they've made it thicker and a little bit bulkier, but shorter overall. Now this thing is a little bit tricky also to do an install for electronics because there's a rise on the inside about right here, so you've really only got about this much space to work with when you're dealing with a board, and that's really about the length of a battery, so don't try to put anything in here that's longer than an 18650 battery. But comes with the pre-drilled buttonholes, whereas this one did not. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more user-friendly to install or that comes pre-installed, the Saberforge Nihilist is a nice intermediary. A lot of the same design elements, just a little bit bulkier and more mass-markety looking. And then over here on the other end we have the budget option. Now this is the Holocron Darth Nihilus saber. Now this has a lot of the same design elements, but it's made out of layered tubes that are then fused together. So it doesn't have the spiral unicorn, it just has a striped design. It doesn't have the knob, it just has a layer. But by and large, especially from a distance, the read on this definitely says Darth Nihilus. So this is the budget option. This thing installed costs you about $150. This thing costs you about $200 empty. Installed would be around $300 to $400. This one right here is a little bit more of a do-it-yourselfer. It's about $180 for the empty hilt, and then you have to figure out how to put the internals in it because it does not come installed. So those are the 3 options that you have for sabers on the market right now. Like I said, occasionally you can find other things, but these are out there and very nice designs. So again, Holocron sabers, Darth Nihilus, Saberforge Nihilus, and Poxstore Unicron. Alright, now in terms of masks real quick, there are plenty of makers for masks. I'm not going to deal too much with makers. I wanted to deal with styles. Both of these masks right here were made by Wicked Armor. This one is the version 2, and it's been rather heavily customized by me. I made the little accent marks there and the paint. This is straight from Wicked Armor as you would receive it. So the two main options that you have for a mask for Darth Nihilus are this skull-shaped mask right here. Now this is the Champions of the Force version of Nihilus. If you're in the 501st Legion, this is one of the costume reference library options. So the accentuated cheekbones has a very skull look to it. Same basic design elements though. This is the Knights of the Old Republic Nihilus. Okay, now the Knights of the Old Republic is much flatter, less angles, no accentuated brow so much. So this one is much flatter, more kind of a cross between a skull and a cat almost. It fits also a lot closer to your face. I can wear my glasses with this one. I cannot wear my glasses with this one. So this one rides very close to your face. This one sits out a little bit. But these are your two main options, Champions of the Force, Knights of the Old Republic. So make certain when you're looking into a Nihilus costume that you get the mask that matches the version of the costume that you're going for. Alright, so hopefully this has been of use. I've intended this as a supplement to my Becoming Darth Nihilus video because I got some questions about the accessories, so hopefully I've answered those. If I haven't, feel free to ask any additional questions you have in the comments, and I'll see you next time.